Let's call this meeting to order,
Gas
please.
tax went up.
The cost one.
Yeah.
Roll call. Roll call, Jack, since he's not here.
She's here.
She's making coffees.
Coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee, yeah, coffee. A little early.
Raquel.
Here.
Eric.
Here.
Fitzgerald.
Here.
Irvin.
Here?
Here.
Please stand for prayer. Make sure your phones are off. We're on vibrate. Let us pray, O Lord, that we who serve your people in public office may have your blessings and guidance in our deliberations and decisions, so that what we accomplish here this evening will be just and beneficial to the people we serve. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You're getting the minutes in front of you now. Check it out.
Huh?
Read them and approve them.
No, if you want to talk about this, go ahead. You can talk about this, go ahead. Oh, that's my stuff, okay.
Meetings from the prior week.
Exciting. 214A1-1, that's the one.
Yeah, 611.
That's me. Oh, I said I texted you 2 poll numbers. When you walk out of the room. Should have pictures of them.
You got any corrections or changes on the minutes? Got any corrections or changes on the minutes from last meeting?
There was one with,
611 I have.
and we were going to borrow 500,000. I think in here they put 100,000. It should have been 5.
Yeah, because when I looked at that on YouTube, it sounded like it went from 500 to 100. That's why I did that. That's what it sounded like.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's my mistake.
That's all I have there.
All right. Anybody have anything else? We got a motion to approve? Adam?
Mayor, I make a motion that we accept the minutes presented from 6:25 meeting as presented at this time.
You got a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Bertel,
Yes.
Herrick,
Yes?
Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Irvin,
Yes.
Keeler,
Yes.
and Schutz.
Okay, any petitions and communications? All right. I'll let Bob go ahead and do this thing.
Do my thing. Well, we continue to patch out there, of course, you know, still have a lot of roads, not a lot of roads, we have a few roads we still have to get to. We're doing the best we can with what we have. And you probably all know that we started actually the paving projects. I guess if you scream loud enough, you get them to come down a little earlier. So I'm glad that they're here. We have had some issues. I think the roads are the roads are bad because having that cement base underneath there, and when we get and we take the the top coats off, we can only go 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches at most. I think that's where you really run into the problem, and that's why your roads don't last very long. But to actually pulverize that stuff or actually remove it is very, very expensive. So we've had some issues with our pavers. We're working them out. You know, when you take an inch and a half off, you can't put an inch and a half base coat and then have to put a tack coat down, then you're going to put another coat on it, another inch and a half, because that might cause you some problems. They broke a lot of our risers, our manhole covers, so we have some issues, and we're working on them right now with Thrasher and them. But the roads look actually pretty good, so we're getting there. Splash pad, working on catch basin. Splash pad, that was inoperable, but we had it working. And now supposedly our variable frequency drive took a hit from lightning. That's what I'm told. And if you look in there, you'll see a bunch of spaghetti because we have actually wired around it. I called the guy from Raindrop, and I'm having him come down. We have to do something, folks.
It worked last night.
Well, it works. It's just running wide open, and you know, we have put it together and put it together. We need to get in there and get it back where it used to be. Now the variable frequency drive is not even working. So
Is that covered by any sort of insurance, or?
I don't think, I'll look into it, but I don't think that we have. I don't think it is. The only one that I know that I've put on there for lightning strikes was my
Cameras.
my stop lights. I'm praying for a lightning strike, guys, because that's almost a $20,000-$30,000 fix, and we'll get all new stop lights down there. But I will check into that. But I don't think we have that. Timmy actually ran that pipe across. We were having issues up on that walking trail right at the corner, so he ran a pipe underneath there to keep, to get that water to drain off. We continue to upgrade our infrastructure with the water and wastewater plants. Continue to make upgrades as much as we possibly can. And last thing is this Friday we'll be giving some more information about $250,000 grant that we're trying to get for the storm sewer separations. So that's really all I have. Anybody got anything?
I got a couple things.
Well, what are they?
Can we get the dead tree out of Potter's? The dead Christmas tree?
Yeah, we can get it out of there. I think it really looks
That's
pretty.
number one. I was requested that we do something with the potholes at the top of Battle Run. I haven't been down there since the safety meeting we had
It's a
down
mess.
there. Is it?
Yeah, it's a mess.
Can we put anything down?
Yeah,
I
we
know
can
not
put- we-
asphalt, but
Well, we can put, what they'll do is they'll probably dump a truckload down there and back drag it if it's that bad. But like I said, I'd like to get my other roads first within the inside of this village and then get to that, so.
4 gallons of yellow paint is at Craig and Jamie's office
Okay.
for the.
And we bought paint
curbs.
also.
Okay.
I don't know where it's
We have
at, so
4
we went and bought
gallons
it. Okay,
if it's needed.
okay. Yeah.
Anything else for Bob? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jack, anything from you? No, I don't have anything. Chief Sagan.
One thing I have to report, Officer Hyde did complete use of force training school at the Catapata Academy. He's now a use of force instructor. I told him by next month I want him to start setting up some classes for our officers. That helps us on insurance and liability if somebody does get hurt. They're going to use of force training yearly. Pretty much. I'll do it now, save us costs.
I would like to compliment the guys you have. They're young, they're energetic, and they're willing to learn.
I like to keep them. That's
It's
what I'm
like
saying.
they just train the right way. Thank you.
When I go get the paper in the morning, I see them all over at 5 in the morning. They're out and around. It's good to see.
They're a good group of guys. They're coming along real well. I'm happy.
And surprisingly, all the different places you wouldn't think they're sitting for radar, but they're sitting there.
Yeah, I question some of this.
All right, thanks, Joe. Chief Wright's not here. I talked to him between break, and he did tell me that within a week that new squad should be in service. Within a week, they've got stuff on order. They have stuff in now except the backboards, but it's just a preliminary thing. Within a week, the ambulance should be in service. So, I got laid off. I'm laid up right now. So, all right. Ernie, you have anything?
No, I don't have anything right now.
Since George is on vacation, Kyle, you have anything?
Yeah, I just have one thing, Mayor. The ditch number 2 is completely redone, and as I speak, it's filling up. It'll be in operation in about 3 days. That's what it takes to fill it up. I'd like to thank council for letting me spend the money to upgrade it. Like Bob said, the infrastructure. Might start to look pretty good. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. Anything from IT?
I don't want to bore anybody, but we've been busy.
Hey, I don't get bored, Kyle. I like to listen to that stuff.
Well, he can contest to a lot of stuff that I've been doing. The fire department's programs that we designed, we had to fine tune them a little bit. They're up and running real well. I taught Mr. Ray Hall how to update and manage it himself. It's an Excel program. It's on its way. And that's about it.
All right, thank you, Kyle. So, Judge, anything on the finance committee that you want to, anybody need to ask Jags that we had a finance meeting earlier?
We're doing very well. Everything's right around 50% or so, so we're not in trouble in any categories. So halfway point, that's always good news. We're going to be getting some more money coming pretty soon from the mills.
Yes, George.
Just one little update for council. I mentioned to you guys last council meeting about the Ohio checkbook, and because it's been 2 years and we're still treading water, we're trying to get that up and running. I did make contact, and there's a new contact for us in the state office. I've given that to Kim, and it appears that the issue is on the software end. So she's going to contact the software people and see where the hang-up was, and resubmit information and get that back rolling to resume the progress. So that's where things stand with that.
All right. Adam, anything with ordinance?
Yes, Mayor. We have 3 separate ordinances tonight. 2019-11, -12, and -13. The first one, ordinance 2019-11, and everyone should have a copy. It's an ordinance authorizing the village to borrow $500,000 from FNB Corporation, LLC, for the resurfacing of various streets within the village without competitive bidding and declaring an emergency.
Does everybody have copies?
I passed them out. Everyone should have.
Here.
Everybody should have copies of these.
Yes.
I have a question about this ordinance. It mentions in section 1, borrowing at an interest rate of cost of funds plus 2% per annum. So-
That amounts, according to the proposal that they sent us, to 3.99%
Variable or fixed?
fixed.
Okay.
The variable really wasn't,
No, I wouldn't. Yeah.
it wasn't significant. It wasn't significant when you had to redo it in 5 years. You could have been, you didn't know what you're going to get hit with. That's just the way they wrote it up. But that's what the proposal was, 3.99.
Good.
I move that a rule requiring an ordinance to be read by title only on 3 separate occasions be dispensed with. An ordinance number 2019-11 be given its second and third reading at this time by title only, placed before this council for its final passage or rejection.
Same. To suspend the rules. That was it. We're good.
What?
To Unless it's a motion to suspend, then we gotta do the roll call and then do the other readings. Oh, no.
Well, I'm waiting for a roll call.
Yeah.
Herrick,
Adam
Yes.
did.
Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Urban,
Adam did.
Yes.
Keeler.
Yes.
Schutz.
Yes.
Bertel.
Yes.
Ordinance 2019-11, an ordinance authorizing the village to borrow $500,000 from FNB Corporation LLC for the resurfacing of various streets within the village without competitive bidding and declaring an emergency. Ordinance 2019-11, an ordinance authorizing the village to borrow $500,000 from FNB Corporation LLC for the resurfacing of various streets within the village without competitive bidding and declaring an emergency.
I make a motion that 2019-11 be adopted this time.
Second.
I don't know what to do anything to say here.
Second.
Maybe a while.
Well, I'm not here.
Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Urban.
Yes.
Keeler.
Yes.
Schutz.
Yes.
Bertel.
Yes.
Herrick.
Yes.
All right, Mayor. Next up is Resolution 2019-12. It's a resolution declaring the necessity of replacing a levy in the amount of 6 mills on each $1 valuation of the taxable property within the village of Mingo Junction for the purpose of providing funds for garbage, refuse, and waste collection and disposal for the village of Mingo Junction, Ohio, to be put to a vote of the electors of the village of Mingo Junction, Ohio.
That's it.
I move that a rule requiring a resolution to be read by title only on 3 separate occasions be dispensed with, and resolution number 2019-12 be given its second and third reading at this time by title only and placed before this council for its final passage or rejection.
Second.
Second was
George.
Roll call.
Urban,
Yes.
Keeler.
Yes.
Schutz.
Yes.
Bertel.
Yes.
Herrick.
Yes.
Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Resolution 2019-12, a resolution declaring the necessity of replacing a levy in the amount of 6 mills on each $1 valuation of the taxable property within the village of Mingo Junction for the purpose of providing funds for garbage, refuse, and waste collection and disposal for the village of Mingo Junction, Ohio, to be put to a vote of the electors of the village of Mingo Junction, Ohio. Resolution 2019-12, a resolution declaring the necessity of replacing a levy in the amount of 6 mills on each $1 valuation of the taxable property within the village of Mingo Junction for the purpose of providing funds for garbage, refuse, and waste collection and disposal for the village of Mingo Junction, Ohio, to be put to a vote of the electors of the village of Mingo Junction, Ohio.
I make a motion that resolution 2019-12 be adopted this time.
Second.
Sorry.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry, I didn't,
If you already had it down,
Very
just
quiet.
go to the roll call.
I didn't hear.
Keeler.
Yes.
Schutz.
Yes.
Bertel.
Yes.
Herrick.
Yes.
Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Urban.
Yes.
Third and final ordinance for tonight is ordinance 2019-13. It's an ordinance authorizing the village of Mingo Junction to participate in the state of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program.
I move that a rule requiring an ordinance to be read by title only on 3 separate occasions be dispensed with, and ordinance number 2019-13 be given its second and third reading at this time by title only and placed before this council for its final passage or rejection.
Second.
Schutz.
Yes.
Bertel.
Yes.
Herrick.
Yes.
Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Urban.
Yes.
Keeler.
Yes. Ordinance 2019-13, an ordinance authorizing the Village of Mingo Junction to participate in the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program. Ordinance 2019-13, an ordinance authorizing the Village of Mingo Junction to participate in the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program.
Make a motion that ordinance 2019-13 be adopted at this time.
Second.
I second.
Bertel.
Yes.
Herrick.
Yes.
Fitzgerald.
Yes. I said
Fitzgerald.
yes. Oh, I said yes. I'm sorry.
Irvin.
Yes.
Peeler.
Yes.
Shook.
Yes.
That's all the ordinances for tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, Adam. Jody, anything on safety?
Yeah, we had a meeting back, I have to look at my book, it was before I left for vacation, the Thursday after the last council meeting, and discussed the chlorine issue that happened down at the wastewater treatment plant. We have policies and procedures in place. We don't think anything like that will happen again. We are going to look at replacing the masks that are down there. I know you sent me the filter information. Do you want to? Now, I'm thinking that you need to give that to Bob because I don't think, right?
You hand it back if he wants me to talk about it if you have any questions.
And these are the cartridges that you snap in the sides that are like $13 a
Yes.
piece?
They are rated for 5 parts per million chlorine
That's nice. $169.83.
plus $13.
And the cartridges, that's a good price. I mean, I know, like some of the stuff that we were looking at, the full shield, that, yeah, $4,000. So I mean, if this is, and this is fully compliant with,
All the documentation's there, OSHA approved for wastewater facility.
NIOSH
Yeah,
approved,
it's all approved.
42 CFR Part 84.
I talked to the manufacturer myself, and
Available
the
size.
issue was size.
So you're gonna have to be fitted.
Well, they don't do that. You have to have an outside company. But what they said was, normally, a normal person is a medium. If you're large, it's a large. That's what they sell. I would suggest getting mediums.
You think one medium and one large, or
I think all mediums.
all mediums?
In my plant, one large in the water tank.
Do you know how long these are good for, Kyle? What's the certification on them, or how long?
No.
How often do you have to change the filters? Do you know?
No.
Okay. I mean, if they're
Everything's
completely
there.
compliant,
Yeah, that's all.
very reasonably priced as far as I'm concerned. You guys want to go through the pamphlet?
No date on them though, how long they last.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Huh?
I don't know either.
Can you call and find out?
Yes, I can.
I mean, if they're only good for one time, we got some way.
No, they're reusable. You can change a
I'm just
filter
saying,
and
I'm just
everything.
asking.
I don't know
That's what
what
I'm saying, you can change the
5
filters
years,
and allow
6
it
years,
to
I don't know
turn.
how long they're actually rated for, but these are reusable.
Okay, I just want to know if there's an expiration date on it or what.
Yeah, they have to be recertified. Or
So this means you don't need the fire department no more.
This means I need the fire department, but I put that on to protect myself while I'm in there changing them. The fire department, I still would request them. As a matter of fact, they were there yesterday. I changed both tanks with no incidents. And I would still, in the policy that Jim's draw up, I would prefer that they come down. They have no problem with it. They're on standby. It takes 3 people in order to change tanks, according to OSHA. 1 to stay out in the distance, 1 to be ready for rescue, and 1 inside. The 1 inside will be wearing this stuff, just in case. The guy that's wearing the suit, if I go down for any reason, he rescues. The guy out there is the one that's calling 911 out in the grass somewhere. But I feel a lot safer that way with the fire department, and they have no problem coming down.
sounds good.
How often, average, do you change those tanks?
1 bottle lasts a month. I have 2 bottles on right now. We changed them yesterday. I'm good for 2 months. unless it rains an inch and a half, 7 days in a row, then I'm gonna go through some chlorine because it's flow proportion. But the average is 1 bottle a month,
And you chlorinate all year?
yes. And if you include the water department on this stuff, I don't know how much chlorine they use a month or whatever, so the trips for the fire department down there, I don't know what their number is. I know mine's gonna be 6 times a year, unless I'm on super high flow, and it may be 7. But that's it, 7 times. I like those. And what's nice about those, you don't have to have a physical. I don't have to worry about COPD, because they're low pressure, low flow. I won't have any problem wearing one. You do not need to be medically certified to put them on. I think it's a win-win situation.
It sounds like it is. Yeah, I don't have any problem at all with those as long as they meet all the requirements. I'd like to find out how long they're good for.
I can do that.
Yeah, but as long as Bob gives his approval, I think it meets all the requirements
When I
that we
talked
talked
to Tech,
about.
she ran the numbers and said it was 5 parts per million, according to that model number, that mass, that filter, all that kind of stuff. But she emphasized the fact that if you have a super leak, it's going to absorb in your skin. Anything over 5, you're messed anyway.
Yeah.
But this is for the accidental, oh, it's leaking, turn it off type thing. This is perfect for that. But if a bottle was to blow up or explode, what can I say? At least the guys outside to drag me out there. But that's another.
Anything else, Jeff?
No, I don't think so, other than Satch
Yeah, I
mentioned
got,
the parking problem on Madison.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's under safety and service, so Jody and myself and Jack are on the committee up on Madison Avenue. There was an issue with parking up there, and Mr. Kreutzer called me up about people parking all over the place up there, and that's a road that you can't have parking across from each other. It's too narrow. I lived up there for 7 years in an apartment there in Custis, and everybody up to George Starlipper's parked on that side, and then when you got the Joe LaPena side and my side, every parked that side so that people could get through there. I guess they're having a big parking problem up there, so we're going to have to go up there. Either we're going to have to put signs up, but the committee, I want to go up and look at it. And the second issue, John Nestler called me. I don't know if you know where John lives. He lives at the end of Bonita Drive East, where Mr. Wheeler lives, and my brother-in-law, Frank Bavina. Back in that area, there's one tree right behind his fence. And on the other side used to be Mr. Oldham lived there. And in his yard, he had 2 big trees. He cut those down. But the third one was over on the other side of his fence. And I don't know who owns that property. Ronnie Manarino, I know, owns all the bottom part, all the way down to the end of that street by Nestler's, and that's it. It quits. So I don't know if it's our responsibility to go up and cut that big tree down, or whether John thought at one time that there was a road going through there, but I can't ever remember a road going through behind his house. It was always the other road on the other side. So we're going to have to find out who owns that area right there, back there, and who's responsible for that tree. So we'll take a ride up there and look at that too. So Jack, when are you free?
Anytime you are, Mike.
Jody?
I'm traveling next week. I'm here this week.
Okay, tomorrow's the 10th, the 11th is Thursday. We don't want to go tomorrow. We'll both be out of town tomorrow, so. Does Thursday sound okay, or not?
Yeah,
If not, we can always go next week, whatever you want to do.
I can do Thursday, or I can do Monday next week, whichever
You want
works
to go
for you.
Thursday, Jack? This Thursday? Okay, what time's, I know you work.
6.
What time you want to go?
6 p.m.
6? All right, 6 o'clock, we'll meet up on Madison, Jack,
It's fine.
where I used to live, right on the corner there. Okay.
On the corner going up St. Clair,
Union Avenue,
Madison.
Union, yeah. right up above the playground there.
That's one, 11.
Huh?
11.
Yeah, it's
7-Eleven?
Yeah,
Yes.
6 o'clock.
yeah, we'll be right there on the corner where Dickie C lives, okay? At my old house.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Judy, I think, Bob, that pole was patched up to Shelter House, right?
Yep.
The old parking lot.
Yeah, Jack told me. Thank you.
So anything else?
I got one on, there's one of Clippendale's, that side road, that tree starting to hang over one of that road. Okay, I don't know what that road is called. Holly, as you go up Holly, the road to the right, across from Clippendale's, it's like a big mess there. And that light still needs to be fixed up there in the alleyway. Still coming on, going on, coming on, going on.
It's on Woodward Avenue?
Well, Woodward would go up there, but I don't think you can access Woodward from that road.
Huh?
I don't think you can go up Woodward from that road. There's like a tree falling,
If you
tree
turn
fell
right,
down
if you
there.
turn right, right by Clippendale, that's Woodward Avenue.
Is that Woodward?
Yes.
But I mean, I don't think you can completely go up through there because there's a tree laying on the road up there.
Is he talking right?
Right is Woodward
Right.
Avenue.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where's the street coming from? State property or ours?
it's just laying up there. So I don't think cars go all the way up through there, but there's a tree on our property. It's just like hanging down, just needs trim back.
There's a fence line there, it belongs to the state. Bobby.
Okay.
Anything else? Jack, anything on service?
Nothing on service down there.
Adam, anything on lights, curbs, or sidewalks?
Patty had provided me with a poll number on Logan, which I passed along to Jags. Said he'll take care of that. Other than that, I have nothing to report.
Speaking of that, Jody, there's text that you sent me with the 2 phone numbers. Do you have addresses for those 2 places?
They're on Peeler.
Both on Peeler?
One's in the alley, and the other's by residence.
All right, thank you. George, anything on water and sewer?
Yeah, just a couple little things real quick. Did you get that letter laid out from last meeting? Okay, just a reminder about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, letterhead.
And the second thing, of course, we had the budget, the budget numbers, the finance numbers given to us the previous meeting before regular council, and of course, we see water and sewer funds are still solvent, so those things are going well. And of course, with that, in addition, for us to be cognizant of the needed issues in for the water side to maintain production and to increase production as required, and also on the sewer side as we have the upcoming CSO projects. So to be mindful of that, we are solvent, we're looking good, and we also have things upcoming, but things are lining up very well for us right now as far as those things are concerned. With that, I return the floor, Mayor.
Thank you, George. Jack, anything on cemetery, parks, recreation?
Yeah, I got a few things. First, I want to ask Joe, you available Thursday, 6 o'clock?
No.
Because you know what's going to happen when we go up there? It's going to be a shooting match up there, holler match, screaming.
Why don't we just put no parking sign on the east side and solve the problem?
I've been there and done that before with other people.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I mean, we just put, there should be plenty of parking if you want to leave.
Sorry,
You got all the way to that end. Park that way, not cars.
Oh.
That's the issue.
You know what's going to happen
Where's that at?
on Murdoch or on Madison
Madison.
Avenue.
I'll have an officer up there. I will have an officer this Thursday.
You want to go? Yes.
I guess
He
I'm gonna
can't
do
He
that.
got something to
I'll have an
do.
officer there.
That's what, he's got something to do. He can't be there. But you know
I'll have
what's
an officer
going to what's coming to come out there screaming and hollering like
Officer Hart, this Thursday, Officer Hartsock will be there. I'll let him know.
So we need to decide whether parking's going to be on one side of the street only,
I would
or if
say
it's
so.
halfway
Yeah,
up and
it's gotta
then
be on
on
the
this
right.
side.
I would say yes, because
there's
you know what's
on
going
the
to
left.
happen, don't you? It's going to be a war again, like it was before up there. They're going to park up to the sign, and they're going to start the other side, and you try to get a truck through there, a fire truck, you're going to zigzag. It's crazy. The last time I was up there, we had tow cars.
So then just make it on one side
Yeah,
only?
that'd be my recommendation to you.
Right or left side?
I would say, you park on the right, leave the left side, you don't park on the left, on the east side. That way you got a straight shot in.
You'd rather, when you're facing it,
Yeah.
or
On the
coming
right.
down on the right?
I would probably bring Johnny up, because how come you got, there ain't any house on Centennial Way? Remember when you used to have to cut down that way? There ain't any house anymore, worry about fire truck going down. Remember that one time we hit cars up there?
Yeah,
I mean,
Mazzoli's house.
yeah. We had a problem with State Park.
Well, that's where you turn around
Yeah,
and start down the alleyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it might have to be, the old yellow line where the turn is, where Centennial meets, yellow line had a little bit right there, so you didn't make that left sharp.
Well, the other situation that happened up there is all the people that I knew up there that lived
All
there,
passed away.
they all passed away, sold the homes up there, so now people are doing whatever they want to do on that street.
We have one apartment, it's happened in Mingo, there's probably more than one family living in that apartment, and they all got cars, so that's just causing a problem.
Well,
Accusers calling us, like, but there is no parking, we can't do nothing right now because it's, nothing's marked.
well, then we should decide what side we want to go
Exactly.
all the way.
Let's go up anyhow, just to look.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Just to go, but that's just my recommendation, and have a police officer up there, in case somebody starts that screaming or
Okay.
crap again.
Also, our soccer, there, our athletic guy will be there.
We'll be up there at
This
6.
Saturday, yeah.
Thursday.
I haven't remembered.
Wherever, it's Thursday at 6, are you available at 6:30?
Out of town Thursday night.
Recreation meeting. We got some problems with our bocce court shelter house. I talked to Bobby about it, I talked to the mayor about it. I don't know if we can get through the year with it or not, because the whole side of it's moving. And there's a pretty good sized gap in the floor. And right now we got the tables pushed up against the gap where people can't actually walk into it. But we're probably gonna lose that place. There's mine water coming in there like this point on style. There's mine water coming out of every place up there. So maybe we should get a hold of the mine people again. They put the sewers up there. Can we get a hold of somebody from the mine? Mark?
I don't have a contact, but I'll find him.
Mark Smith. Does that sound right?
It's my brother.
Huh? No, you know Mark Smith?
No, I don't.
Smitty's boy?
The one from down High Street?
Yeah.
I don't know him. I mean, I knew the dad. I don't know
He works
him.
there.
Really?
I think I got his number.
I knew the dad. I don't remember
I'll
him.
call him. Anyhow, I can't make him. How about me and you?
You can't make it Thursday? Okay, what time?
After we get done.
After we get done with that, we'll go over to the park?
Yeah, just look at it, yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Like I said,
So we got it written out, and I just don't want nobody to get
yeah,
hurt.
we'll move it. Like we talk, we'll look
Yeah.
for another place because I don't want to lose a shelter house. And I
No,
think
no, we-
I think your idea to look somewhere down lower might work for us. If we got to run a water line to it or whatever, what else we got to do? you
Yeah,
know?
whatever has to be done. There's a pad down, everything else down.
That way we don't have to worry about that thing cracking up and moving like that.
Back to you on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
You having police protection or somebody there?
my brother's gonna be, well, he was a security guard in the,
I'm asking you as a committee member.
yeah, he's gonna walk around and make sure everything's on the up and up.
I mean, you're having an open house for the High Valley.
I understand.
Well,
You saying I need to have
I'm just
somebody,
asking a
or-
question. You
I
tell
don't,
me.
I don't think it's gonna be like nuts.
Yeah, you can't assume if you're gonna have a
You
big
put a
crowd.
sign out there that says free swimming pool, free food.
Yeah.
You
From-
might
from
have
Gold's to
Wheeling,
Toronto
everybody,
be there.
Toronto, everybody.
I would suggest you have some type of security, somebody
Somebody with a
that
badge
can
on.
somebody that can take care of a problem if you have
I mean,
it.
my brother could take care of a problem. He's a powerlifter.
Well, that's not what we're looking for.
I mean,
Okay, we're not looking for somebody to beat somebody
Out of
up.
Belmont County
That's
Prison.
liability.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not licensed right now, yeah, if he does something like that, we're in trouble. I mean, I'm sure he can handle people.
Will you be able to provide somebody if I pay you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, do the whole.
I'm just, trust me, you want somebody, at least somebody.
I'm not trying to beat you out of money or nothing, but I just don't want to have problems up there.
Shakedown here. It's a shakedown.
No, you just don't know what you're gonna run into up there, honestly.
I don't really think it'll be that bad, but
I know
I'll do
you
what
think
say.
that, but it just never happened.
Let's put it this way, it's liability. The guy's a citizen, will lay hands on somebody, that's assault.
Yeah.
You just have an officer there, then it's,
That's covered.
yes.
All right,
Err on the side of caution and just.
Yeah, you're better off, honestly, you really are.
all right.
I also had a phone call from one of the guys on Community Days to we want to have a meeting or not. I don't see them, we're supposed to have a meeting. They're set. Do you think so?
What about that shelter house?
We got it taken care of, okay? We got it taken care of.
What do you
I had to beg, borrow, and steal, but I got it taken care of.
Shelter house?
That Friday, they
Taken
moved
care
it.
of.
They moved it,
Taken care of.
yeah.
Unless they have any questions, I mean, if they need
I
a
told them,
meeting.
if you got any questions, call me. That's all. Call you or at Satch. I don't know. I don't see anything. No.
It'd be nice to have one more before the date, you know, but it's not like we need to hurry up with that. I mean, I know the month, we're already into July, but
Well, I'm leaving next Thursday. We'll be back to the end of the month. So.
really.
And it's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, so you're
Yeah,
in
it's there.
August.
Yeah, it's there. It'll be here before you know it, honestly.
Yeah.
You're running out of time.
When are you available, Adam?
Early in the weeks are usually better for me. Monday, Tuesdays.
When are you, Satch?
I'm fine.
Monday?
Monday?
Community
Monday,
days?
yeah.
Really?
What time Monday, yeah?
Anytime. You tell me.
Five? Mike?
Yeah.
5?
Works for me.
Forgive about Thursday. We'll have it for Monday. Okay?
Oh, that rec meeting?
Yeah, Monday. We'll have all three of us there.
Okay, up the park?
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll meet the Bletchley Court.
okay.
Okay? And I'll get a hold of Jimmy Crowley. What date is
So
it?
that'd be
15?
15th.
that's one day before
Monday.
the Schutz Fest.
Schutz Fest.
Hey, we can't do it then. We got our Lions Club 6 p.m. at night.
So
What's that mean?
it won't be good for
Well,
Jim.
It won't be good for Jim because he needs to be at the meeting. He's the treasurer of our Lions Club. Can you make it another day?
Tom might be able to make that one. Unless, I don't know if he has a concert or not. I don't know what his schedule
We
is.
just can't keep meeting around other people's arrangements.
Just throwing it out there
Well-
because that's what the day's already been set soon.
Monday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday now.
What the hell? He can't be there.
Right. Make it Tuesday.
You gonna be there?
Everybody's-
No, you're gonna have that thing up there, Park.
Right.
Why do I wanna have a meeting when that thing's going up the park?
Better use pencil sacks.
Make it Thursday.
Or my pencil
I'm gone Thursday.
I said earlier.
Let's make it Monday. Monday, if he can't be there, it's too bad. Monday,
Or a
Monday at
Friday.
5,
5.
Make it a 5. There you go. Then he can come at 6.
the recreation meeting.
Yeah, if you have it at 5, that's plenty of time.
Right.
Mayor, that's all I have. Unless Adam or Satch does something.
I don't have anything.
All right, thanks, Jack. Jody, anything on health and pensions?
Nope, not at this time.
Jeffrey, anything on senior citizens?
And a friend.
Oh, okay.
Everything's okay so far.
Thank you. PHJ, nothing to report. We joined that again. Adam, anything on annexation?
The usual annexation report.
Thursday,
Nothing.
11.
George, anything on economic development?
15.
I want to look at scheduling a meeting, not schedule it just yet. Want to see some availabilities for the week of the next council meeting. Kind of see what you guys' availabilities might be. And Julie Lynn, I want to see if you can get a hold of Across the River and see if they want to come down and meet with us. Your contact. Yeah. As far as the week of the 22nd. So let's see, get some possibilities. Look at Julie Lynn, she'll contact and see if what makes sense. But any days that are no-goes that week of the 22nd, for the evening.
That's a council week, so I'm available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
I'm flexible the entire week. How about you, Adam?
Monday or Tuesday's fine. Tuesday, that's
council.
That's
Yeah.
council.
Yeah. So we'll try for Monday.
Good, okay.
See if that works best for them.
Wednesday.
And we'll go from there. And once you hear back, get a hold of me and I'll get a hold of the paper and we'll set it up. Make sure that works.
6 o'clock?
Around there, I'm flexible. I can do any time of the day actually. For me, I'm with you guys. Yeah. So we'll say maybe 6, but we'll get a hold of them, see if that works possibly. And if not, then I'll get a hold of the paper from there and we can get something figured out. Nothing more this time.
Thank you, George. Adam, anything on the Rules Committee?
Reminder that we'll go schedule the meeting for next week. Well, then before the next council meeting, the 23rd at 6 o'clock. A follow up to the last meeting that we did. George will bring his computer. We'll look at a high revised code and try to pull some verbiage from some of those again. If everyone can kind of think about the rules, you know, as they see them as what they want to do. Ernie, if you could be here, you know, some of your guidance would be appreciated as well.
When is it?
The 23rd, the next council meeting at 6 o'clock, an hour early.
Yeah, I'll
for the
try
next
to come
council
down, I can break it down.
meeting. Okay. But yeah, the 23rd at 6 o'clock, mayor's our next scheduled
Right.
meeting.
All right, thanks.
Excuse me, I'll be out of town, so no calling me being here.
Thanks for the heads up.
We have any unfinished business? And with that, we have a motion to adjourn. George?
Motion to enter executive session to discuss compensation of personnel.
I second.
Back to the specific first.
And James, I'll need you to say.
You can just cut it, yeah.
Hold on.
Ask Patty. if
You had
she
to
has
ask that,
any-
didn't you?
Oh, yeah, audience participation.
I probably have it over there. Who it is? Let me get it to you. I don't.
Did you get it, Patty?
What's it? What?
Bob.
Back in February, the state was supposed to start on northbound lane sometime. Have they indicated?
Oh, well, you're talking about that,
The ramp,
the slip?
yeah.
Someone told me that they're gonna push that back till next year. Now, somebody was gonna look at that, and then they were gonna call the state to see if they felt that, they needed to get down here now.
Yeah, because now you have coming off of the roadway.
It's getting bad up there. I'm not gonna press the issue because they're doing us a favor. I'm not gonna press the issue, because like I told you, that was supposed to be our problem. And, I begged them, and they gave in. They said anything north now of those houses or whatever else where they end, they'll kind of take care of. So I don't want to push the issue, but somebody was going to look at that and then get back to us. But I called them last year because I thought it was getting bad. And evidently, I will make a phone call. I'll see what I'll just see what they say.
Yes, and she said, I mean, are we responsible for the weeds, the grass, the litter and everything on that?
As far as I'm concerned, everything north of those homes up there, we're not responsible for
And if you
at
make
this
that-
point in time.
I mean, it is looking bad up there going out of town.
I'll talk to them.
And even the left side where it's starting to slip.
Yeah, I know, the left side's getting bad too.
Right. I mean, if we could get a couple criminals to go up there and pick up litter.
Yeah. I think it's an ARC grant. Yeah.
Do we get Lisa Ferguson's people to come down?
She called me.
Lisa Ferguson.
She's not in our thing, that,
So I don't know.
but she can get a hold of that. Yeah. Champ, you have anything? Patty, you have anything more? Champ, you have anything?
Where at?
Outer Banks.
Oh, you go every year.
Brett, I ain't even asking you. We have a motion to adjourn an executive session.
Motion to enter executive session.
So recreation committee, you're going
You should say it.
Well, I already made it.
I second it.
That one location.
You can make me
I
first,
second
then
it.
I'll second. Let's go back to the way it was.
I'm gonna give you a bonus, Mayor,
What's that?
for just directing traffic on Logan, commercial that day.